Ski Studios in the house. What's up, people? What's cracking? Another day, another dollar. You know, gotta stay warm out here. You know. I don't know. I ain't come on like I usually do, or maybe like I usually do. I take massive time off, but one thing I'll say, like I've been thinking, I'm still going strong, kid. You gotta have that heart. I don't know, something I heard, man, is if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. So even if you don't believe in yourself, talk like you believe in yourself. Don't have that negative feelings about yourself, You can't wait until you're feeling good to make the changes in your life that you need. You know what I mean? Because if you're living miserable and you're just like, one day it's going to come to me and I'm going to feel better and I'm just going to do more, it's not going to happen. You got to change something. Even with me, where I feel like God came to me, I started praying every night. You know what I mean? And every day and throughout the day. And you know what I mean? And I would repeat to myself over and over, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, Not have that self-doubt talk, And even with that, you know what I mean? I'm not perfect, I was actually in church talking to, one of the pastors there. And, if you've been a fan of my channel or listened to any of this for a while, man, I had somebody that really did something wrong to me. And, and I don't know if you guys seen that post with 50 and Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti passed away, and 50's like sitting back with a tombstone, and he's puffing on I don't know what that stuff's called. But he's puffing on it, and he's like smoking on a Gotti pack. And you know what I mean? And then obviously there was a lot of negative comments, some positive, people like that dude was trying to end him, you know what I mean? And like that's how he feels. And you know what I mean? And I kind of seen like a parallel in my life with that, And actually a couple weeks ago when I was at church, I was talking to one of the pastors, and this is like a pastor that, he wasn't in the streets, and his whole thing was on forgiveness. And like, in my mind, I'm like, man, what if this forgiveness is like blocking like my blessings from coming? You know what I mean? I pray for my enemies, but like in my head, like I don't think about it every single day. But if I was scrolling on Facebook and I thought of one or two of these people that did some stuff to me, maybe even tried to end me, and I seen that they were caught in a wheel well of like an 18-wheeler, and they got dragged for 500 feet, you know what I mean? And they ended up passing away. I would think in my mind, I hope they were conscious. You know what I mean? I hope they felt every friggin' rock and everything, you know what I mean? And like, that's not forgiveness. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not actively going to do anything. I don't think over the thing from day to day. But when people are like, have you forgiven everybody? I pray I find forgiveness, but I'm going to tell you, it's pretty hard, man. How do you forgive somebody that deliberately did something to you that's like just, it almost seems like unforgivable. You know what I mean? What if you were a little kid and you got taken advantage of? If you were a little kid, you had no defense. You going to forgive that? I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what that would feel like, but I can only imagine I probably wouldn't forgive that. You know what I mean? But what if that is blocking me from getting to my next level? You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? It's not like I think about it on the day-to-day, but if somebody ever brought the person's name up or said, did you forgive this? I didn't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? My feelings is a hard thing to deal with. You know what I mean? But you can't let... You know what I mean? Your feelings stop you from getting to that next accomplishment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not perfect. I'm trying to work my way towards perfect. I know it won't never happen, but you can always get a little bit closer. You know what I mean? Like somebody that runs a race, you can get a little bit faster. You know what I mean? You can beat that by another second. You always get faster, but you'll never get down to zero. You know what I mean? You'll never get down to zero. You know what I mean? But you can't wait until you feel like doing it. You know what I mean? You just got to do it. Like Nike says, just do it. You know what I mean? Check that off. Check that little thing off. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. All I can do is just pray and just keep going for the next day. And until then, you know what I mean? You make little goals. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to work out, you want to get in better weight, You know what I mean? Just go to the gym. They say just go to the gym and just do 5 minutes, because anybody can do 5 minutes. But once you get there, you're going to probably do 20, you know? And every day that you're there, you build up a little bit more, you know? It is what it is, you know what I mean? They say discipline is doing something that you hate or something that's working towards your goal. You do it like you love it. You know what I mean? Whatever you obsess over in your mind is what you're going to end up doing. You know what I mean? Like, it almost be like, you know, if you're, you know, me, somebody that was a drug addict, you know what I mean? Like, if every day I just say, I'm not going to do drugs. I'm not going to do drugs today. All I'm focusing on is the drugs. You know what I mean? Like, at the beginning, it might take that. But eventually, you got to start having goals in your life. Oh, I want to... You know, like me, I'll use me as an example. Oh, I want to get my license back. I want to get in better shape. I want to own a company. I want to, you know, move into a better place. You know what I mean? I want to eat better, eat healthier. You know, I can do all that. But, you know what I mean? If you look at the end goal and say, I want to own a house and be a multi-million, it seems so far away. But when you just say, hey, I'm going to work on getting a vehicle, you know, boom. Then once you get the vehicle, you know, like me, I had to get my license next and all this other stuff. Go to the hearings and all this other BS. You know what I mean? Do that. Then, you know what I mean? Hopefully I'll register a company, you know, in my name. Keep my regular job and then move, you know what I mean? And then do side jobs until I get enough to build over to the next thing, you know? I don't know, man. It was weird, man, that, like, drugs was all I obsessed over for years. Years and years and years. You know what I mean? I had more years using than I did being clean, you know? And I never thought I would get to this place. I always say the same stuff like that, but it's just like, really, man, it's just unbelievable, man, that I'm even to this. You know what I mean? You can't let other people's thoughts of you affect you, like, when they're negative. You know what I mean? If they're not, like, if it's a negative comment and it's really, like, something that, you know what I mean, like, you should address, that's one thing. But if people are just out there hating, the people that are hating are too busy losing in life, so they want to, like, try to take you down. You know what I mean? And I did stuff like that when I was feeling terrible. You know what I mean? And I was gonna, you know, out there and I'm drinking. You know what I mean? Once I hit, like, a certain level, you know, and somebody just says something a little bit off, I'm gonna come over the top and say something 10 times as reckless. You know what I mean? And then when they want to go back, you know, then it's a physical altercation. It's weird. I don't know if this is just as me as a man, or if this is just me as, like, somebody that lived a bad life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I do think of violence sometimes. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if that's just a normal thought to normal people, but you know what I mean? Like, you just think, oh, can I take this person? What would I have to do? You know what I mean? When somebody's, like, coming out their neck on some BS that you don't agree with. You know what I mean? You think I think they're deliberately doing it to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's what their thought is, but sometimes I feel like it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like that. And when I feel like that, sometimes you just want to just blast somebody real quick. You know what I mean? I don't know. I hate, like, I keep saying, you know what I mean? Not me, dog. Get out there, dog. Arf. I don't know, man. I know. And on a positive note, I haven't had a cigarette in 3 days. You know, I'm doing them pouches. I wish that I didn't have to do the pouches, but I was having so much trouble. Like, I made it to 3 days before, and I failed on the third day. That was, like, last week. So, you know, I'm doing my thing, man, getting through. I don't know, after this, I'll probably go up, work out, do chest and tries, you know what I mean? Do some push-ups, do some dips, you know, whatever I got to do, you know? But just, you know what I mean? It make you look better, you feel better, you know? So just get out there and do your thing, man. Don't wait till you feel better, because you know what? You might be feeling bad for the next year. So what? Throw a year off of your life just to sit around and feel bad? Make a decision, live with that decision. You know what I mean? State what you want to do over and over again. Say, I'm going to do this. I am doing this. You know what I mean? Just do a little bit. Do a little bit and just move that line a little bit further. You know what I mean? Like, if you're out there using, you know, you might just, you know, take something from a store, then the next second you're sticking up dealers, dog. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it goes. You know, I don't know, man. I pray for all you guys. I don't know. It is what it is, man. God bless you all. I figure I'll come out here and make a little appearance, you know. Hopefully the next time I talk to you guys, I'm giving you some good news that I got my license. So God bless you all. Have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, support your man, because I support you. Deuces, son.